Hey friends, I'm gonna draw an animal. Now, I am not an artist by any means, but sometimes I like to learn how to draw new things. And so I like to get books like this one, How to Draw 101 Animals. And I'm gonna show you today how to draw this adorable little fish. So if you wanna do it with me, grab a pencil and grab a white paper. I always recommend starting with a pencil so that you can erase if you need to. So you ready? Jump in with me whenever you're ready. We're gonna make a fish. You can always pause if you need to. So the first step is we're gonna draw this kind of circular oval shape near the middle of the page. We're gonna leave a little space about here. And we're gonna go right up to here. I don't like the way it curved there for me, so I'm gonna erase that a little bit. And then go again. This is totally okay to make mistakes. We're learning something new. And then I'm gonna add in the little mouth. Before that opening down below, like that. I'm gonna add a little fin here. And we're gonna add another little fin over here, and that's why we had this opening. So that we can have the fin go right through the opening, and we actually don't have to erase. And again, it's okay if your fins aren't perfect. Mine are not perfect, and that's okay. I'm gonna draw kind of the top of the fish here. And then a little more down here. Give him his little tail at the back of his body. Adorable. Let's give him two little eyes. And then we're gonna give him some more stripes across his body. I'm not gonna go through his fin though. Just gonna kind of leave it like that. I'm gonna add one more stripe here because I think that would look good on my fish, but that's up to you on yours. And then in my tail, we're gonna kind of add these fun little lines. Same thing in the fins, all around his body. These put a little bit of a kind of an angle on it because, you know, as he's swimming around in the water, they're probably moving around with him. Down here, we're gonna go put a couple here. And then maybe a couple here. And then, you know, fishies in water, they've got to breathe, so I'll show some of the bubbles, how they're breathing underwater. And there's a little fishy. Now that's my first time making this fishy, so it's not perfect, but that's okay. It's fish-ish. And as we all know, that is really all I'm going for when I'm trying to learn how to make something new. Now, I'm gonna color my fish in, so if you wanna grab some markers or some crayons or a little paint set, whatever you're thinking about, you can grab that too. And I'm gonna color in my fish. You can color it in the same colors as I am, or you can color it in however you'd like. Personally, I like the blue and the gold that they had used on the front cover of this book. So I'm gonna mimic those colors. like I said, it's okay if you need to pause. Go get your materials and come back. I'll still be here coloring. I'm gonna take my time. Sometimes it's nice to just sit down and color. It's actually quite relaxing. If you're wondering what kind of markers I'm using, I like these. They're the dual tip brushes. As with most things, I get it off Amazon. And it comes right to the door. My fishy needs some bright pink lips. Adorable. I'm gonna get out my kind of yellowish gold color. And I'm gonna fill in these lines in between with this color. And then I think I'm gonna make the rest of the body that color as well, and then I'll add in some black outlines. What color did you use? Did you use the same as I did? Or did you pick different colors? I would love to see it. You can email me a picture, or you could post it and tag us at Camp Fish End Game, and we'll see it that way. If you make one, we would love to share it so that everybody else can see what a beautiful job you did as artists. Because we know we have some amazing artists. And I miss coloring and painting and tie-dyeing with you. And so we thought it'd be fun to once in a while get together like this through the computer and have some coloring time together so that we could share in a project with each other. I'm not gonna worry about my eyes and my fish right now. I'm just gonna go right over them because I'm gonna make them blacken a little bit. I'm gonna make this fin yellow. And then I noticed I missed a section of my blue, so I gotta go back in there with my blue in a moment, but I'm gonna finish up with my yellow first. All those kind of extra little bonus lines, those feature lines that we put into our fins and into our tail, don't worry about covering them right now with whatever color you're coloring them, because we'll go back in with a black at the end, and we'll add in some detail with black, which will kind of just make the whole drawing pop. I like these markers that I'm using because they're kind of like a paintbrush almost. They're nice and smooth. Remember, this was a step-by-step of a fish that I'd never made before. So just like you, it was my first time. And I love that you tried your best and that you're accepting your art as it is and appreciating it for the fishish, right, way it is. And then as we continue to work as artists, maybe next time it'll be even better. I'm gonna add that blue over here that I was talking about. The rest of my stripe. actually use a dark gray to do some of my outlining. And I'm gonna go around my fish. This part I'm gonna do nice and slowly and try my best to stay on my lines. But again, doesn't have to be perfect. But you notice I'm doing it nice and slowly, and I am trying my best. Because you never want to rush your art. And sometimes I might put art down if it's a really big project. You know, this is kind of like a mini project, but if I'm working on a really big art project, what I might do is I might put down that art project and then come back to it on a different day, because I rather have my full attention available for it. And sometimes I have to stop and work on other things, and that's okay. But I never rush to finish. I come back another day. So you can see as I'm going along here, I'm tracing nice and slowly around the whole perimeter of the fish, and then kind of adding in these little fanned lines. Kind of gives his body a little more movement. Also going to outline my stripes because I think that's going to make them pop, which will be so fun. This kind of looks like a combination of a bumblebee and a fish, right? But it's cute. It's a cute little fish. What's so neat about these step-by-steps is you could do this with chalk outside. You can do this with any type of medium. You can do it through paint, crayons, markers. Trace these little mouth lines. Nice and carefully. Like I said before, we're going to go back and outline our eyes. They pop through that yellow. And I'm going to outline our bubbles. Originally, I was going to color the bubbles in first, but I'm just going to outline them. And then I'll pop back in with the color. Oh, I missed some lines over here. That's why you always check your work, whether you're doing art or math or reading or writing. Always check to make sure you didn't miss anything that you really wanted to, add in there. I'm gonna get a blue, I think, for my bubbles, and just add a little bit of blue in there with the white. Just a little bit. And there's my fish. What do you think? I hope you like your fish. I can show you a couple other little silly guys I was playing around with today. My son wanted to draw some this morning, and so we kind of played around with these three little guys this morning. And here's the fish that we made right now. What should we name him? Fishy? Fish. How about Fish Joe? There he is. Hope you had fun coloring with us today. See you again soon, friends. Bye.